Alrighty, gang, we are back with another Crash of the Titans with Vulture. It's a 2-for-1 special against Spider-Man and Loki. Now, I don't know which version of Loki it is, but we'll find that out once we're done with Spider-Man. Uh, so this version of Spider-Man is a 5-star Spider-Man Peter Parker, blue, green, and red user. His blue ability, it costs 6 AP, and what it does, it creates web tiles on the board. And if you meet the required amount of web tiles on the board, I believe it's six web tiles on the board, then it'll remove some web tiles on the board and stun the entire team for 2 turns. Since this is a one-on-one, hey, that's gonna kind of suck. His green ability is called Arachnid Agility. This costs 10. This is a random multi-hit move that it'll do a fair amount of damage to whomever the opponent is. So in this case here, I don't know the numbers for the damage listed, but suffice to say, a lower level Vulture probably wants to avoid this move here at all costs, because the hits depend upon the number of web tiles that are on the board. So he has, I think it's a max of 4, and it'll do damage accordingly. And then finally, the red ability, which I'm actually glad that they don't have this here at 5. So what it does at the start of each turn, if one doesn't exist, creates a web tile on the board, and then for 7 red AP, it'll create a critical tile. Well, it'll convert at least 2 web tiles into critical tiles. Well, at least to level 5, but in this case it'll be 1. It'll do damage to the target, and then it'll do like additional damage if it creates a critical tile. So yeah, we got a little bit of work cut out for us with Spider-Man, but again, nothing too terribly complicated. His affiliations obviously are Heroes, Spider-Verse, Avengers. Is there anything else? But it's just those 3 there that I know of. Alright, Vulture. Black, green, and blue user. I pretty much can decipher, well, not decipher, I can pretty much tell you all his abilities verbatim. Black costs 6 AP. You go airborne for 2 turns. You get AP in black, green, blue, yellow, and red. So pretty much every color with the exception of purple. You get more AP in the colors that he actually has, which is black, blue, and green. And there's gonna be some additional stuff involving him being airborne with his other 2 abilities. His green ability, this costs 9, and what it'll do, it'll create a 3-turn countdown tile, and then whenever that countdown tile reaches 0, it'll do damage. But if you happen to go airborne while that tile is out on the board, so you fire off the power, then go airborne, then you'll do team damage. And then finally, his blue ability, Hybrid Tech Slicer. This costs 10. What it'll do, it will destroy enemy strike, attack, or protect tiles on the board. I think it's up to 3, if I'm not mistaken. And then if you go airborne, and then you have 10 blue AP, then it'll drain that 10 blue AP, and then it'll target countdown tiles and repeater tiles or invisibility tiles. Again, I know I said I can repeat the powers, verbatim, but that's the one that always trips me up because I never fire off the power, normally or whatever. His affiliation, villains, Sinister Six, should be technologist, right? Let me double check and see. Yeah, technologist. Yeah, so I got all three of them there right. All right. So as far as boosts go, hey, boost black, green, blue, purple. Hey, we're going with the neutral APs because again, it doesn't give us too much of an advantage. But the trick is very simple. Get enough black AP to stay airborne. You do that there, you're gonna fire off your green. Your blue will be firing off automatically almost every other turn when you come back from being airborne. And make sure that Spider-Man doesn't stun you with his blue. As we always do, we're gonna run through the first fight with animations on and the sound of my lovely voice, so you can get the idea of where we're making matches at. Okay, yeah, invisibility, countdown, and repeater tiles. That's what it was. I knew it involved repeater tiles and all that good stuff. Again, all we're just trying to do, we're just trying to get airborne. Stick around isn't going to do anything to us because again, it's just going to add web tiles on the board, which that's perfectly okay. Let's get airborne. He activate web shot, creates a critical tile on the board. That would have did damage to us. See? Alright. Now, circle and prey, hybrid tech slicer, do damage. Now, one other thing that I gotta mention about hybrid tech slicer. This is the thing that isn't mentioned with the power. Is that if you destroy the tile that has the the special tile up on it, as I thank my alliance for playing, then you actually gain AP from that ability as well. So, that's something to keep in mind as I'm one more day away from another legendary token. Speaking of legendary tokens, yeah, there's a new store involved too, and we're going to talk about that there momentarily. So now we got the 3-star Loki. Purple, black, and green user, though not in that particular order. Trickery in this fight here will never be used by us because we don't create strike and attack tile. Strike and protect tiles. But if we did, in this case here, it would be converting all the strike tiles into protect tiles and protect tiles into strike tiles for 11 black AP. His purple, their purple ability is called, oh my goodness, this is on the tip of my tongue. But anyway, what it does for 5 purple AP, does a board swap of 32 tiles on the board. So it takes half the tiles on the board, does a board swap. Cascades and matches, all that there will happen, once the board settles. And then finally, their green ability, it'll, whenever we make a match for or greater, it will create either a 2-turn or a 3-turn countdown tile, depending upon the length. Well, depending upon what level 3. What the green is set to. If it's at level 3, then it's gonna be a 3-turn countdown tile. At level 5, it'll be a 2-turn countdown tile. But it'll have so many countdown tiles on the board, and then whenever they count the tiles reach 0, then AP is gained. or AP is stolen by Loki, or gained, whatever the case may be. Affiliations with Loki, at least that I know of, is villains, probably as Guardians, but you know, say he is no god of war. Uh, Strategy here, very simple. Avoid making match fours. Plain and simple. Get airborne. Avoid making match fours. Fire off your green as quick as you can. And as I always do, no voice. Alright, so we got a chance to use up all of Vulture's abilities, and kind of got a game plan and strategy on how to, deal with characters that, quote unquote, not necessarily counter Vulture, but make Vulture's life a little bit of a nightmare. The downside, though, about Vulture, as you can see, is, well, at this point in time here, over 25,000 health. You know, he doesn't have that great of a health pool, but if you get Vulture airborne, yeah, it's pretty much lights out for the enemy team. So pairing up Vulture again, natural synergy with Domino. That you want Black to get airborne, and then more or less control the board. You could actually use X-Force Wolverine, since he likes green, and Vulture can pretty much boost up his green. Let me see here. Since Vulture's a battery, he pretty much will work with a large majority of the characters in the game, like Gamora. It gives her blue so she can stun. You want to fire off her blue before you get airborne with Vulture. Cloak and Dagger is another team another characters that'll give you synergy, because again, they want Black. He kind of wants Black, so there you go. Iceman, if you want a crazy stun lock. Well, not necessarily stun lock, but if you want to just punch people in the face, and then uses a green ability to to rain damage down on the board. Iron Fist maybe not so much, but I mean it's, well, actually not. That's a fairy tale. I've actually used Iron Fist and Vulture together along with Mockingbird, and it's a deadly effective combo, because your opponent makes match fours. Well, either you're gonna get you're gonna get punched in the face with Iron Fist, or Mockingbird's gonna take all your AP. Provided Vulture's already airborne. So again, that's an option there. But pretty much, Vulture will work with anybody. He's one of those characters that you stick him on a team, he'll work wonders. Now the only counter really to Vulture that we have in the game, and it's kind of funny that it's a 5-star character, but it's Archangel. So Archangel, he has an ability. I'm trying to remember. Angle of attack. So I forgot about Elsa Bloodstone too. So it's 2 characters that can counter airborne. I think also counters airborne. I'll double check and see. But anyway, angle of attack. At start of a turn, deals damage to any airborne enemies and stun them for 1 turn. So there you go. So if anytime I see Vulture as a character up in the game, I'm like, okay, cool, Archangel, time for you to be dusted off, my man. So let's find my Elsa Bloodstone, because for some reason I always forget that she's a character. I know, I'm trying to remember hers is, I know it's a red ability, and she has a purple with the trap tiles. There we go. It was blue. And let's see here. Yeah, Elsa Bloodstone's the other character that can just shut down airborne enemies. So yeah, for 7 AP, you come up with a Vulture. Yeah, she'll shut that down real quick. So that will end the Crash of the Titans. But not the end of the video. As we're gonna see that the next character we're gonna have is Dark Beast, so that'll give me some time to think about Dark Beast and everything that's gonna entail in that next video there. As I'm scrolling through. Okay, we got Cage Matchless. This is one of the feature stores that's been going on since Thursday of last week. You get 1 in 7 odds of getting either the new Wong Sorcerer Supreme, 5-star Scarlet Witch, or Shuma Garath, Gargantos, whatever you want to call this mini angled one, not mingle angled one. That's not a thing. A mini angled one. So, Wanda's still pretty solid. Gargantos, he's kind of reliant on characters that can, manipulate countdown tiles. So someone like a 5-star Hawkeye or Agent Coulson. So there you go there. Again, Good Fortune store, which we probably talked about, I think, in last week's video. Again, if you want to get your Colossus boosted up, go ahead. Emma Frost is up in there because she got booted out of the store way too quickly, and this is their make good for that there. And then of course, it's like the recent latest Legends. Again, we're waiting for Wong to enter token so that we can get Riri Williams and Hitmonkey, because old boy Arcade, he's okay. First Characters Vault, that's still going on. Still got a week and a day left, so make sure you use any of the characters that Broken Circle Games have created, to get an opportunity to get up in the store here. And then we got the Year of the Rabbit. This is the one that I've been waiting on here. So, what is the Year of the Rabbit? It's like, obviously, in MPQ terms, it's any characters that have, some sort of red theming behind them. So you got Magneto, Vision, because again, it's Vision's first appearance in Marvel Comics. Ultron and whatnot. You got Cyclops. You got Carnage. You know, Blood Red. Red Guardian, Red Hulk for obvious reasons, Juggernaut, Scarlet Witch, cause well, duh. You got 5 legendary tokens. You got Okoye shards, cover for Okoye, and then of course shards for Daredevil. So as you can tell by my hero point total, you know, hey, I've been pulling from about a hair, cause you know, hey, I want a bigger Okoye. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and clean up the vault real quick for a second time. So you know, get all these legendary tokens, because again, this is a good way to get yourself some legendary tokens. You know, good way to get shards for Scarlet Witch. You know, assuming you don't pull from that store. You know, good way to get levels for Daredevil. You know, mighty tokens. You know, all that jazz there to give yourself better opportunities and chances to, you know, improve your roster a whole heck of a lot. So, and then one thing that I think people may or may, well, those who've been playing the game long enough, is that anytime you get your vaults completely maxed out, or you've gotten all the rewards out of there, you can reset it for free. Like, and this doesn't matter. You know, boom. So there you go. And then probably what I'll do tomorrow, that'll be like the last time that I'll spend my hero points, like buy it out again, and then, you know, go from there. So we'll go ahead and, you know, claim our rewards, go ahead and get them out the way. Charge for Polaris. There's some stuff for Vision. There's some stuff for Cyclops. Let's see here. Okay, Red Hulk almost got a legendary token, so I'll probably be getting that there tomorrow. Let's see here. Juggernaut gets me command points. Koya gets me another 500 hero points, and then a legendary token there. So she's at 515. She's 35 levels away from being at 550. So again, that's my goal for this year, to get her up to the 550. So I at least have one character that's a 550. Alright, there goes more latest legends for Daredevil, which is always a good thing. Command points is always a good thing, because again, we're gonna need as much as we can if we're gonna be building Riri Williams, Hitmonkey, and Wong up from scratch. So that's gonna end the video for today. Hopefully the strategies and techniques that I showed you in this video here will help you succeed in kicking a spider, you know, down a water spout, and then taking out Frost Giant / God of Mischief, you know. So we'll catch you all in the next video, whenever that may be. Be excellent to your fellow human beings, and I'm signing out. Peace.